This is the best beginner table tennis serve for more reasons than you think. Here's how to do it. This serve is the backhand side spin serve. The reason this is the best beginner serve is there's so many different spin variations you can do, so many different placements, and it's ideal for a beginner player as it's easy to execute. Here's how you do the serve. I'm also doing a giveaway, guys, 2 sets of balls and a 4-star racket. Details at the end of this video and in the description. Grip for the backhand side spin serve, same grip you would have backhand top spin. It's a shake hand grip. Grab the bat, pointer finger going along, your thumb also horizontal. These are your main 2 fingers that'll grip the bat, with the rest of your fingers just holding the handle. You want to keep this a relaxed grip. You don't want to tense your wrist. You want it to be relaxed so you can add different spins, variations, create a really good serve that will confuse your opponent, ultimately lead you to win the round. Step 2 is positioning. So you want to be facing towards your opponent for the backhand side spin serve. You don't want to be sideways, obviously. You want to face this way. You want to bend your knees slightly, face your opponent, lean down, have your arm ready. This way, you only need to move slightly this way to put on side spin. You don't want to have your arm up here or else it's just too much movement and it won't be as efficient. You're bending down, you're facing your opponent, you're having your arm ready. Throw the ball up, and as you throw the ball up, you want to be moving your dominant arm as well with the racket. You want it to be a smooth motion, working at the same time. Throwing the ball up, moving your arm out like this. So as soon as the ball can drop, your arm will be ready to put on spin. Throw the ball up, move your arm, contact the ball. For this serve, I'll stand closer to the backhand side. This way, you have easy access to all areas of the table. You can serve short, serve long, or anywhere else. Bend down, face your opponent, throw the ball up, move your arm at the same time, cross your body, and when the ball drops, you'll be ready to contact the ball, low to the table. Step 3 is putting spin on the ball. This is what makes the backhand serve best serve for beginners, as you can change the spin very easily with slight wrist movements. You can put on a lot of different variations of spin, which makes it even more confusing for your opponent. The first variation of spin when making contact with the ball is just normal side spin. As I said in step 2, you want to throw the ball up, bring your arm across, let the ball drop low, so it'll be a low bouncing serve and it'll have more impact when it hits the rubber, which means more spin. Let the ball drop, bring the bat across when the ball is low. You want to keep your bat like this. You don't want to have your bat flat to put backspin, side spin. You want to have it pretty much vertical. This way, you'll hit the back side of the ball, spinning it like so, which will create side spin, spinning the ball that way. Throw the ball up, bring the bat across your body, let the ball drop, bring your bat back across your body when the ball is low to the table. Hit the side of the ball closest to you with your bat vertical. It'll create spin, ball will go that way. If you're new to this serve, then this is the best variation to begin with. It's simple and it's easy to apply the side spin. If you want to add even more side spin, then you want to hook at the end and add a little bit extra side spin with your wrist. Move your arm, come across, and then hook upwards. This will add a little bit more side spin and even a little bit of top spin. The next variation of spin that makes this serve great for beginners is backspin, side spin. Basically, you're changing your bat from this to flatter. You can hit underneath the ball, still with the side spin motion, but it's underneath, so add backspin and side spin. Same motion as before, but a little bit smaller. You don't want to bring up and you don't need to push across your body with such a large movement. You want to keep it small and simple, so it'll be less obvious for your opponent to see what spin you're putting on the ball. Throw the ball up, let the bat come across your body, but angle your bat slightly flatter, underneath the ball, still with a side spin motion. You also want to hit the ball more soft with a relaxed wrist. So it'll be a brush underneath the ball. Try and hit it low to the table so it bounces low, just bop over the net with a lot of spin. To add even more backspin, you don't want to kick up like last time with the side spin. You want to kind of push forwards with your racket. This will grip the ball even more underneath, create the backspin. You still want to maintain the side spin motion with your arm. Push a little bit forward with your wrist, like so. The next variation of spin is side spin, top spin. So again, you're moving your wrist slightly, and instead of going from flat for the backspin serve, you want to move your wrist even more vertically. And then it's all about going over the top of the ball with your wrist. All about the angle of your bat. For the side spin, it's completely vertical. For the side spin, backspin, flatter, you're going underneath the ball. Side spin, top spin, it's vertical with even more wrist flick over the ball at the end of the motion. Again, throw the ball up, bring your bat across your body, hit the top of the ball with even added wrist flick over the ball. It's really important you keep your wrist relaxed and flexible, because it's all about those little movements, changing the racket, change the spin. This is what makes this serve so great for beginners, because you can easily interchange what spin you want to put on the ball just by moving your wrist slightly. It's the same setup, same motion, same everything, so your opponent doesn't really know what's going on. They don't know what spin you're going to choose, and you can decide in the moment. Flatter racket, put on backspin, side spin, keep your racket vertical like so, put on side spin, and then put on side spin, top spin as well, going even more over the ball, even more angled racket the other way like that. The final step of the backhand serve that makes it so great for beginners is the placement that is available for you when you're doing the serve. It is very easy, standing like this, to choose where you want to put the ball while serving. Depending on the spin on the ball, you can choose where you place your serve and make it even more advantageous for you with your return. The backhand serve can have many different placements. Here's a few that I would suggest. First placement I suggest is serving short down the line with the backspin, side spin ball. I'm exaggerating the movements just to show you, but in the real serve, I'd keep it subtle and small. You want to just slightly brush underneath the ball with a side spin motion, bounce, bounce. Make it just come over the net, and you want to let the ball have its first bounce in the third on the table closest to the net. This would look something like this. Placing the ball short down the line will mean your opponent will have to push it with a little bit of side spin that you put on the ball. They'll push it and it should pop up a little bit. If they push it long, you'll be able to loop it and attack it a lot easier and ultimately, hopefully win the rally. Another key placement that I suggest is serving down the line again, but with a side spin ball. This will be the same action, come across the body. Remember, keeping your bat vertical. You want to hit the side of the ball that's closest to you and serve long with side spins. Looks something like this. Again, you're doing the same motion, the same setup and everything, so your opponent doesn't know if you're gonna serve short, like said earlier, or down the line with this side spin serve long. So they don't know what to expect. They're gonna be preparing for any of the variations. This is what makes the beginner backhand serve so effective. Another really effective placement of the backhand serve is the side spin topspin ball, but making it short. This way, you're putting on topspin on the ball, but it's because it's short, your opponent will have to push it predominantly. That means they won't be able to attack it, they're gonna push, but because you added a little bit of topspin, like said earlier, when you're hitting the top of the ball with an added wrist flick at the top, that'll push it, the ball will pop up because of the topspin, and you'll be able to attack it. I would say serving the topspin, side spin ball short is probably the most effective placement, as your opponent is forced to either flick the ball, which is hard. If your opponent doesn't know how to do that, they're gonna push, the ball will pop up and you'll be able to attack it and definitely have a higher chance of winning the game. I've seen a lot of players master this serve and it's highly effective. All right guys, I'm giving away a 4-star bullet Stiga racket already made with 2 6-packs of balls, one with the black stripe so you can see the spin and an orange pack. All you have to do is like this video and comment on this video and share it to a friend. If you want to watch a tutorial on 5 different ways you can improve your serve, then click right here. If not, please subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next one.